$1 million.
$1 million. I did find it. I didn't say it was real, but I found it. You saw it. It was $1 million bill lying there. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the amateur again. So yeah, but one of the reasons why I know it's a fake is the largest legal U.S. denomination bill ever printed in history was actually a $100,000 bill. They made it. They did print a $100,000 bill, but that was last printed, I think it was like 1937 or 1945, somewhere around there in the 30s or the 40s, the last time they printed a $100,000 bill. Even a $1,000 bill, the last time they printed that was back in the 40s. However, if you find any $1,000 bills, I would hold on to them. They are still legal tender, but I'm not spending one if I find it. Well, I don't know about that. Actually, I might spend it because we have a financial burden that just hit us. The old Prius right here that I'm sitting in, man, I forked a lot of money into her last week. We had to get new tires. All of a sudden, after the new tires, it started running rough. The engine was all of a sudden just sounded like it was firing wrong. It was really running rough. So I had to limp into the shop with it. They said that's weird, the check engine light's not on, but they ran a bunch of other diagnostics, and it turns out it needed all new spark plugs. The car has 160,000 miles on it, and it's never had like an official tune-up. It's just had the standard oil changes, so it's overdue for some issues. So anyway, they did all the spark plugs. The standard battery, not the hybrid battery, but the standard battery was completely dead. That had to do with some of my startup issues. When I would push the button to start it, some of the gauges would flash kind of weird. And sometimes it wouldn't even start. I'd have to try a couple of times pushing the starter button to get it started. So they said, yeah, the traditional battery completely shot. That needed to be replaced. Spark plugs. They had to purge the entire fuel injection system. I'm not an automotive type person. I used to be, but I'm not, especially with the hybrid. So I don't know what's involved with all these things, but they had to do all of that. And they even said shocks and struts would be next. But there's another 1,000 plus out the door for that. So we are already in for 2,000 on, including everything that I did to it last week. So yeah, that $1,000 bill, I might have to use it if I find it. Anyway, not to fret. We're going to keep it going. The poker bankroll went back to zero. Even though it wasn't that big, I had to extract everything I could for the moment. Don't worry, we'll be back into it anytime because we're doing some 7 days a week Uber driving out here. We'll get everything caught up. What else is going on? So right now, what the heck? Let's take a shot at it. The old Tree of Wealth slot machine in here, last I checked anyway, was almost up to 52,000. That thing's been rolling for months. It's got to hit soon. These big jackpots, they get to a certain level, and then I kind of keep an eye on them and watch certain ones, and they hit. So it's all luck. It's random, of course, but if it's close to hitting, somewhat close, you might as well play that machine at that time. Watch those progressives. There's another one. There's a Wizard of Oz slot machine, and that one generally I've seen it hit when it gets a little over $1 million. It just hit. Some lucky duck, whatever you want to say, just hit it a few weeks ago. It was at 1.4 million, or just under 1.4 million dollars. That one hit. That one's $5 a spin. So someone hit that, reset back to 250,000, and that one now is approaching 400,000. So we'll keep an eye on it. Now we know when that sucker gets up over $1 million again, I might throw a 20 in once in a while, or even a 40, whatever, and see if we get lucky on that one. But just little bits. We're not going to be going crazy on slot machines, guys. Slot machines are just for fun. It's fun to kind of watch them and throw a little money in once in a while and give it a few spins. You can hit. I've hit almost $2,000 on a $2 spin, so it does happen. But you got to be careful. Don't go overboard with the slot machines. Keep it as a fun thing. Don't go in there throwing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds unless you have lots of money to burn and you can afford to do it. Me, I throw a $10 bill or a $20 bill once in a while. just to take a shot. And sometimes you'll hit something. You'll hit $100 or whatever. My rule of thumb is whatever I put in, if that ever gets to double, I just cash it out and walk at that point. If it loses, it loses. But like if I put a $20 bill in, and if that hits to $40, I'm cashing out and walking. You need to have some sort of a system, whatever it is. Otherwise, you'll go up, you'll go right back to zero. That's what the slot machines want to do. They'll give you a little bit. Sometimes they even give you a decent amount, a few hundred. I've seen people go up over a couple thousand, and they go right back to zero. So you got to have some sort of rule or system in place that you follow. So that's ours. Double it and walk, and use small amounts. We don't put big amounts in. We put 10s and 20s in at a time and see what happens. So let's go check out Tree of Wealth right now and see how that goes. All right, well, we gave it a shot. Bummer, though. Tree of Wealth, we didn't hit the Tree of Wealth. I'm going to try to throw in, like, maybe 10 spins a day on Tree of Wealth until that 51,000, whatever it is now, until that thing hits. That thing is going to hit soon, so I'm going to keep trying. Maybe not every day, but maybe every other day. I'm going to do 10 spins. Win or lose, 10 spins. We might be up a couple bucks at the end. We might be down. We might lose the whole $8.88 it would be, because it's 88 cents a spin. So we're going to do 10 spins, hopefully every day, and see what happens. I'll throw a video up, a quick video of those 10 spins every time I do them, so you guys can see what happens. I'm not going to tell you in the subject line, though, if it wins, loses, or anything. Or even if we get to 51,000, 55, whatever it's at when it hits. Whatever we hit. I'm not going to tell you guys in the subject line whether it wins, whether we're going to win or lose. So you have to watch it, They're gonna be quick videos, probably on those 10 spin videos. Just keep your eyes open. Click on subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Click on the little bell down there. That's gonna alert you the second I upload a video, so you can be one of the first people to see the video and see what happens. Other than that, back to Uber time right now. I'm gonna be Ubering all day today, and let's keep it going. I'll be back here in the casino to do those spins on that tree of wealth until that jackpot hits. See what happens. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Stay safe, take care, escape your cubicle. See you next time.